Hey, this is Dave from Unipro, and in this video I'm going to show you how to start a business from nothing. And I'm not just talking about any old business, some side hustle or some project business. I'm talking about starting a real business. In fact, I'm calling this series, this is going to be a video series called Millionaire From Scratch. And the reason is, this isn't a hypothetical. This isn't an idea. I'm actually going to be documenting starting a business, the entire journey, starting from scratch, and building a business that hopefully earns at least
$1 million.
So this is a real business. I want you along for the journey because I'm going to be revealing everything. I'm going to be showing the costs that go into building this business. I'm going to be showing you all the tough decisions. I'm going to be showing you the wins, the exciting moments. I'm going to be showing you the mistakes made along the way. I'm going to be showing you the aha moments that most business owners keep to themselves. Everything is going to be revealed. And really, there's two intentions for doing this. The first intention is I want this to be entertaining. I want you to be able to watch this and to be able to learn something and to be able to enjoy the process of watching this business being built from scratch. But secondly, I want this to be inspirational. And maybe you're starting a business from scratch yourself. Then I want you to be able to follow along with these steps and do it for yourself and build your own business that's hugely successful.
Oh, is it hot in here?
Or if you already have a business, I want you to be able to take lessons that I'm learning as we build $1 million business from scratch and apply these to your business so that you can grow the type of business that you want to have. And so this video is step number one. And if this is exciting, if this is a journey that you want to be part of, just comment below. Give this video a like, comment below, let me know you're excited, and then let's do it. Let's dive in. So this is going to be an interesting challenge, Millionaire from Scratch. But before we do dive in, I want to give you a little bit of a background of where I'm coming from because the type of business that I'm about to try and build might be different than the type of business that you want to build based on your experience. Is probably different from mine. What you're interested in is probably different from my interests. So to give you a bit of background, I built a bunch of businesses in the past. I built a physical gym, transition that into this business. This was my first real online business. It was called Make Your Body Work. And it was a business where I sold different types of weight loss solutions all online. Then from there, I tried my hand at e-commerce and started an online tea business. This is called Tinoda. And then did some marketing consulting. And then my last business was a business coaching business. I'm actually gonna go over here. This is the Stripe account for my last business. And you can see that it did almost $2 million in sales. And I'll just scroll through here so you can see this isn't a photoshopped image. This is the real deal here. And this business was quite successful, but my wife and I, Lucy, my wife and I, we were expecting a baby and we decided that it was time for a change. And so we sold this business and thought that we were gonna move into retirement.
It's time to retire.
But something unexpected happened. Shortly after our quote unquote retirement, a few weeks in, we realized we were so bored. We started asking the question, what's next? And maybe you've read Tim Ferriss's famous book, The 4-Hour Workweek, because he has an awesome quote about exactly that. This is what he says about retirement. He says, 1 week into retirement, you're gonna be so bored that you're gonna wanna stick bicycle spokes into your eyes. You'll probably opt to look for a new job or start another company. And that's exactly what happened to us. The reality is people, we want to work, but we just want to work at something that we love and something that allows us the lifestyle that we really want to have. That was very true for Lucy and I, and I'm guessing the same is true for you. The problem is you want to have this business that you love. You want to have this business that earns you the lifestyle that you want to have, but there's so many questions surrounding that. There's so many options. What type of business? What should you sell? How should you get clients? What should you call your business? How should you market your business? Who should you hire? Where should you invest your time? How much money should you be putting into the business? Where should you be investing? All these questions can lead to a lot of overwhelm. And maybe you're feeling that right now if you're just thinking about starting a business, or maybe you already have a business and you want to grow that business, but some of these questions keep popping up and you're feeling frustrated. You feel frustrated because these questions keep swirling around in your head and you feel like, well, if I just knew what direction to go in, or if I just knew what I was supposed to do, I would do it. Maybe you feel like that. I've certainly been there before. You just want a clear path. Now, in this Millionaire From Scratch video series, I'm not gonna tell you to go read a book because I don't think you're gonna get a personalized solution from reading some book. I'm not going to tell you to follow your heart or follow your passion. I know that kind of sounds nice, but it's just not practical. I want to be practical. There's a quote that says, if you aim at nothing, you hit nothing. So save your arrows. So that's really where I want to start, is I want to be practical. I want to figure out what are we going to aim at? Because if we're going to build $1 million business from scratch, We got to have something we're aiming at. And here's how we're going to do that. We're going to use a really powerful process. It's called the 6-minute dream. The 6-minute dream. And literally in 6 minutes, you can have a perfect vision for your dream business and you're going to know exactly what you're aiming at. Now, if you're just starting from scratch, this is perfect. I'm going to walk you through the steps in just a second. Even if you already have a business, this is a good reality check to do the 6-minute dream because you're going to be able to take the result and see if this actually aligns with the type of business you're currently building. So let's dive in. 6-minute dream. Here's how it works. You're going to need a piece of paper, or you can do this in a spreadsheet or on your computer. And you need 3 columns. The first column is called finances. The second column is called day-to-day. And then the third column is called purpose. And for each of these columns, you're going to get 2 minutes to brainstorm. The goal is to force your brain to work quickly so that your most important ideas, the real ideas, your real dream, those ideas rise to the top. So there's these 3 categories. Each of them gets 2 minutes. Finances, when you're doing your brainstorming for your finances, you want to dream about what your business is going to look like financially. What type of financial position is it going to put you in? For day-to-day, you want to think about what does your day-to-day operations look like in your dream business? Where do you want to be investing your time? What types of projects do you want to be working on? And then thirdly, purpose. Where is this business taking you? What sort of lifestyle do you want outside of the business? 6 minutes of brainstorming, and then you're going to have a very clear picture as to what you're aiming towards. Now, just before recording this, I did this 6-minute dream for myself, and I'm going to share with you what I came up with because I'll tell you, there were some surprises in here. I didn't know what this dream was going to look like. Here are the results. Under finances, I came up with the idea that I want to be earning at least $1 million per year. I want this business to be infinitely scalable. So it's not a business that's capped at earning $1 million or $5 million. This is a business that could grow and grow and grow. It's got low or no startup costs. Why did this one come up? Well, in this Millionaire From Scratch video series, I want to be authentic about this. I want to be able to build $1 million business from scratch. And so I think it would be a little bit of a cheat if I were to go and take, thousands of dollars from a previous business that I've run and pour that into this business. So I want to be able to start this business literally from scratch. And I also wanted to be able to start from a small audience or no audience. So not having to go out and buy an audience to get started. So that's really starting from scratch. That's what I came up for finances. Very small list here. In terms of day-to-day, when I envision what I want my day-to-day look like, and maybe this is completely different from yours, and that's okay, here's what I came up with. I want to be able to use my skills and talents. I don't want this new business to be reliant on my personal branding, so I don't want it to be all about Dave. I want to be able to outsource much or all of the work. I don't want to have to hire or manage a lot of employees. I don't want any, quote, have to meetings or calls or time slots or events. In other words, I don't want my calendar to have all these set appointments that I have to flex around. No, I want my calendar to be ultra flexible. I want to be able to turn off without concern of what's going to happen to the business. I don't want to be tied to my computer all day, and then I want to have fun each day. I don't know about you, but I think that's important, having fun. So that's what I envision for my day to day. And I'm curious to know what yours looks like once you do this exercise. And then finally, the third column is purpose. Where's this business leading you in terms of purpose? I want to contribute value or impact to society through this new business. I want to be able to share my faith, my values. I want to be able to be authentic. I want to have a business that's potential to have fun and to be creative, allows me to be creative. I want to be able to work with my wife, work with Lucy. I want new challenges, new opportunities to learn. And then finally, I want to be able to build new relationships. I love meeting people and working with people. And so I want to build a business that allows me to do that. So take your 6 minutes, create your dream, and then here's the final step here. You'll notice that there are some things that are highlighted because during this brainstorm, you might come up with ideas that are cool sounding, but when you think about it, they're not actually necessary. You would be okay if they didn't exist in the business. And so what you want to do is go through and highlight the ones that are non-negotiable. Here are my non-negotiables, and this is the business that in this Millionaire From Scratch video series, this is what I'm going to be building. So here it is. It's going to be $1 million business. It's going to be infinitely scalable. It's going to have no startup costs. It's going to allow me to use my skills or talents. It's going to be outsourceable. It'll allow me to turn off whenever I need to. It's going to be contributing value or have impact on society. And it's going to be fun and creative. That's what I'm aiming for. What about you? Because I'll tell you something, there are too many entrepreneurs who I meet, and they're out there, they're chasing a business, they're building this business, and it's not actually their dream business. So they're investing all this time, all this money, all this effort into a business that's never going to hit their dream. And that's why this first step, just being super practical, finding a target that we're going to hit is so important. And so if you're just starting from scratch, here it is. You now have your target. If you already have a business, now you have a target that maybe will allow you to adjust that business so you can aim at your actual dream. I like this dream that I just came up with. I'm excited to build this. Now, that is step number 1, is laying down this foundation, this dream, knowing what we're aiming towards. Step number 2 is where things get a little bit more challenging, a little bit more exciting, is figuring out, well, what the heck are we going to sell?
Now what are we gonna do?
What type of product or service are we going to sell that allows us to hit this set of criteria for this dream business? And that's what we're going to do in the second video of this series. But I only want to do this if this is going to be helpful to you. And so if this is exciting, this process of building this $1 million business from scratch, and this is a journey that you want to go on alongside with me, then there's 2 things that I ask you to do. Number 1 is just give this video a like. That lets me know that you're excited about doing this, and also works the algorithm, helps the algorithm so that more people can see this and do this alongside us. Number 2 is in the comment section below, what is your dream?
Leave a comment down below.
If you're going to be doing this journey, what are you working towards? I would love to hear. That lets me know what you're working towards so that as I go through these steps, building $1 million business from scratch, I can provide steps that I know will be helpful for you as you build your dream business. Thanks for joining me in this video, and I'm really excited to see you in part 2 that's coming up if you're excited about it. So smash that like button and drop a comment, and then I'll see you in video number 2 where we pick a product or service that's going to allow us to build this dream business. Okay, we'll see you there.